Hello again. Episode 11.
11, here we go again.
Here we go. Thank you everyone very much for joining us. Hope you guys are tuning in at home and or on the road.
On your commute.
On your commute, wherever you guys listen to us. It's nice to have you along for another one. It's a spectacular Wednesday afternoon here.
We've opted for a door up setting tonight.
We're trying the door up for the first time. So we'll see how it goes. Straight into it, we're smoking the Garrison 50.
The team favourite.
The team favourite.
Oscuro
Maduro. Dark, chocolatey, like earthy, full-bodied, like just delicious. Dark cocoa. Like, it's like that nib. It's a cocoa nib nearly. Like, it's just that. It's sweet, but it's just got that little bit of bitterness to it. Like,
earthy bitterness.
Yeah. They are, in my opinion, these are, like the night shift's got 94 from half wheel, and that's unreal. Apparently it's the only one this year so far to get a 94, and the night shifts are a very good cigar.
Yeah,
but they're like, I wouldn't call them my like special treat cigar, but they're nice to like. They're the ones you go to sometimes. Whereas
I'll reach for them pretty often.
Yeah, I smoke a lot of them.
Yeah, I smoke a lot of them.
But I reckon this is more of my daily.
Yeah.
Than the night shift. More is like Friday night.
Yeah.
Saturday nights, like whatever. But this is more. Yeah, I reckon this is definitely more my daily.
Definitely a Wednesday night.
Yeah, definitely. Any night really.
Yep.
These are just a bang and smoke. Go get you some. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the support again this week. It's been another wild one.
It's just,
it's snowballing.
Out of control.
So, no, we're super grateful and happy to have you here. So, we'll get into it this week. Workshop. How'd you go?
Cigar needed.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Been good. It's been an odd week so far. Like, I don't know if I reference the week as Monday, Tuesday, or the week since we last spoke, but yeah, it's
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday has been hectic. I had heap of cars towed in on Friday, Saturday, like unannounced.
Yeah, okay.
They rang, but like
breakdowns
and stuff. So we sort of come in with a semi-full Monday, Tuesday. That was then amplified by a couple of extras, but we'll get them done. Get them out this week and
deliver. Get
those guys back on. One poor fella, last time he saw me was this time last year. He was towing his race car up the same hill.
Oh, no.
And blew the tank off his radiator, like literally the same weekend last year, and rang me Friday. And he's like, I've just done my turbo. So I haven't seen him since exactly this time last year, but he's like, oh, that hill.
Maybe he needs to take it up the fucking bypass instead of straight. Oh, he was coming up. Oh, no.
The bypass is worse, I reckon.
You reckon? Because it's longer.
Longer pull, yeah.
It's less extreme.
Great for me.
Yeah.
I'll get heaps of work off that hill.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's the normal way's way steeper.
Yeah.
But you get it out, over and done within 6 corners.
Yeah. Yeah,
I find the bypass.
For the people who aren't local, Toowoomba has...
we live on top of the Great Dividing Range.
On top of the Great Dividing Range. So the original range, the one that the bullock teams and them come up, is steep as fuck, but it's like a really direct route up the hill. But it's 2 lanes up and back, and they're separated by like half a hill. So if a truck loses its brakes going down and crashes, it shuts the range down for forever.
And for the last... probably 30 years it's been
an issue.
Yeah.
And then the upside is 2 lanes again going up, and trucks and cars blow up coming up that all the time. And once you're stuck halfway up a hill, it takes a long time for the tow truck to get there and turn around and fuck ass about. So anyway, the council opted to hire, I think it's a French conglomerate.
Spanish.
Yeah. To build what they call the Toowoomba bypass, and it's instead, I think, don't quote me on this, I think the range is 15 degrees and the bypass is 12 and a half.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Something like that. Whatever it is, it's close to that anyway. But it's significantly longer. And you've got 2 big pulls. There's the first one going up that first hill.
Yeah.
And then you go sort of over a hump and then down the hill again, and then you go up the big long pull.
speed limited at 90.
Yeah.
Which we use it a lot when we build engines here. Like, give them that first really good hot run to bed everything in. We sort of lock them in second gear or second top and just work them all the way up the bypass, and it just sorts them out.
Yeah. That's probably not a bad place to do it, I guess.
Well, if you go south of here or west of here, it's just
flat as fuck. Yeah.
There's nothing. So. But we get a lot of work out of that Toowoomba range.
Yeah, so it's notorious with truck drivers and horse float pullers and trailer pullers and stuff as a car killer, and it definitely lives up. But the idea of the bypass was it was meant to stop traffic jams from trucks breaking down on it because it was meant to be easier. But then
they force the trucks out of the CBD basically.
Yeah, that's right.
Only the southbound stuff going through to Warwick and that. Are the only real trucks that use it now. So the rest of them are they can either tee in at the top end of Toowoomba to keep heading up the New England to Dalby, or they can go across to the Gore.
Yeah,
just before Pittsworth there. There's that leg cuts across.
Yeah.
So it's been good. Like, I know people that have a house at the very top of James Street, like the top of the old range.
Yeah, and
they reckon that it used to be like once every 4 weeks they'd be out like cleaning diesel and soot off all the external windows and window sills. And now it's like once every couple of months.
Yeah, that's mental. I guess it makes a big difference. There's a lot of big trucks.
I didn't notice it for ages when they opened it.
Yeah,
like I was like, cool, it's open. And then you'd be sitting in traffic and go, fuck, there is not a truck here.
On the it definitely did its job.
Yep,
it's definitely good. They botched the down ramp though. And they had a rock collapse in on it.
They
and then
botched a fair bit of it.
Yeah. And it was down to one lane for ages, so it didn't really help too much. But anyway, it's all fixed now. I don't know if you've
noticed the overpass you go under just before the two merge together.
Yep.
You go under that bit of a bridge.
Yep.
It's been built 90 degrees on the piss. So when you're driving towards it, it looks wrong because it is. They built it completely, like they held the plans at 90 degrees.
Oh, no.
Fucking thing, and we're like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just doesn't look right. You know, when you'll next time you drive under it, you'll see it looks like you're driving up the side of an overpass.
Yeah, okay.
So they basically built it and gone, fuck, and then they've just sort of gone under it. So, one of my customers was one of the lead engineers on the job, and he was just like, every time I talked to him, he was just like, you have no idea.
Yeah, it doesn't fill you with confidence.
The dramas that they had, all to save a bit of money from using the local guys.
Yeah.
That ended up costing them $1 billion more.
Yeah, it cost them a fortune, and then they had, I think it was the most amount of rollovers on a work site in Queensland or something like.
And then since then, all the repairs and the shutdown, that down lane shut for
months.
Yeah,
nearly a year, I reckon. It was shut for a long time. They had all those containers set up there for ages.
Well, I don't know if they just didn't understand the geology or...
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, spray a bit of concrete on it, she'll be right.
She'll be right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, save a penny at the front to waste a pound at the end. So
yeah, poor man pays twice.
Yep. And that was us. Yeah. That's the taxpayer.
That's the taxpayer.
We got fucked at the end of it.
Fucked at the end of that one.
Did you kick any goals?
Yeah, so we've sort of just been, like I sort of mentioned in the last one, we've sort of just been getting the wheels turning, gearing everything up, and all the suppliers are doing what they're meant to do, all the buyers are doing what they're meant to do, and all the stuff's on the water now, not just in containers, in docks. So
yeah, right.
It's going to be here most of it's going to be here, I think, on the 25th. So...
That's not that far.
Yeah, so we'll be kicking it. We didn't have to air freight anything this year. We didn't have to rush anything. Everything's just been touch wood.
No panic stations.
Yeah, just everything's just... I think we're starting to... I think we've been doing it long enough now where we're sort of starting to understand the flow and not sort of panic about anything, and understand where your stock needs to be coming in and going out.
Yep.
So you're not hanging on to a heap of stock at the end of the year, but you're not...
you're not having the big ebbs and flows.
Yeah, so I think we've been doing it long enough now where we're starting. We definitely don't have a handle on it, but we're definitely starting.
I don't think you can. We ordered a starter motor out of Japan for a truck 2 weeks ago, and they said 3 to 5 weeks best case.
Yeah,
5 to 8 expected. Yeah, and it showed up today.
Oh,
so 2 weeks. Customers freaking out, stressing. We'll get it done and everyone will be happy, but you just go, fuck, you can't plan for anything. Because I'd sort of pre-penciled in in about 4 weeks we'd need a hoist for that. But anyway, that's freight.
Yeah, that is freight. And like with the last couple of years, I think it's probably a sign of the economy. The last couple of years when we've loaded containers on boats, it's been really hard to get a boat. Like you're in a line and you need to have your foot in the door.
Yeah.
And then when a boat's there, you need to have everything ready and fucking they load it on and it's fucking gone. And this year,
I suppose your boats are pretty direct.
Yeah, they go straight from the port to Brisbane.
Yeah.
And so this year we were panicking because the boat was booked in, and we were still finalising some stuff with the manufacturer.
Yeah.
And we missed the lockout time by 12 hours, and we thought, fuck, we've missed the boat.
Boat's
it's going to be
water.
weeks now until we get another one. 2 days later, boat straight on.
Yeah, right.
Done.
Okay.
Like, Jesus, that's like literally never happened before. So I just don't know whether more boats are in the ocean again now because everything's settled down after Spicy Cough, or whether because the economy's maybe because the economy's sort of slowing globally. Maybe there's not as much heavy demand on it. We've also done it like a bit earlier this year. Like we were sort of more onto it cash flow wise and that, where we could afford to order it just before the season started, whereas every other year it's sort of just been before Christmas where we're hanging out just before we start running out of stock. We make sure it gets here, whereas this year we sort of spoiled ourselves with a bit of extra time. So I don't know whether because it's not as close to the Christmas season, it's probably a little bit more chill freight wise. So I don't know, it's worked out really well. So every year I think we're going to try and be as organised as we are this year to have it sort of on the water early September.
We had issues last year, maybe the year before, with Snap-on had a heap of gear, didn't show up. We'd ordered a heap of tooling and none of the specials were showing up. Like normally every month they bring in new gear. And what had happened was I don't know shipping lanes, but the boat from Snap-on goes through it must cross over in Egypt, like the Suez Canal.
Suez Canal,
a lot of it.
Yep.
And someone had just contacted the captain and said, "Hey, here's $40,000 or whatever the fucking fee was. I want my containers on this boat." So they just unloaded fucking 5 containers.
Wow.
Because they were tracking it. They were like, it's all sitting in a warehouse. And I'm sure he said the Suez Canal, but then I'm like, I don't know why the fuck.
I think it all goes through. I think there's 2, the Panama Canal and the Suez Canal. I think they're... Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. I put most of my stuff's air freight, so I don't...
Yeah. I don't know, fucking Carrick does all of that shit.
We just dial a Carrick.
Yeah, we just dial a Carrick.
But yeah, he was... Because I was like, surely
Carrick.
This shit's on the way. And he goes, it was.
Yeah. It's just
and then
stopped.
they just... Someone
well, remember
paid
when...
a fee to the captain and they just picked up the 6 containers that were in the way and fucking we'll get them on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's annoying. Well, remember when old mate parked the container ship sideways? I'm pretty sure that was in the Panama Canal. Just fucking parked it sideways.
That was in Egypt as well, wasn't it? The Suez Canal?
Maybe that was the Suez Canal as well. And they had the old mate with the little tiny excavator trying to dig out this enormous container ship.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
We need to fucking start fact checking some of this. Because the Panama Canal's in like America, like Central America.
Yeah, but a lot of ships go through
it.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe that was.
But I think it was the Suez Canal. Yeah, fucked if I know.
It's the Egypt one anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, sandy shit country. But yeah, no, shipping. It has been significantly easier this year. I think whether it's us being more onto it or just it's sort of maybe we just know.
I suppose you know what to expect a bit more.
I guess so.
It's sort of interesting because most of our long-term customers are used to it now. Like they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be at least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But a lot of the newer customers are just assume that, especially first-time truck owners and stuff, they're so used to just going into Toyota or going to Nissan or Repco and it's just there. And you're like, what do you mean? It's got to come out of the US.
Especially Toyota. Like you can go to any Toyota dealer in Australia and they've got parts for basically any Toyota.
And but and so we've found now, like it's been good with the release of some of these US trucks in the Australian market. You've still got to do 90% of the groundwork. Like the cabin filter for an F-150 is identical to what we use in an F-250, but they give it a different part number because it's for the Australian market.
Yeah.
So I've got to look up the part number in the US, find the super session, then ring forward and be like, hey, I need this part number. Oh, what's it in? Oh, it doesn't matter. I just need this part number. So there's that. But, I think it'll get better. There's a lot more...
Oh, there's heaps more on
the road. A lot
more
companies starting to... Even like dealerships are starting to stock aftermarket options for their trucks. Like I know our Ram dealer, they stock a fair bit of aftermarket.
Yeah, okay.
Fast-moving stuff. If I haven't got it, we try and keep a lot of it on the shelf. Yeah. But if I'm... you're short a set of brake pads or something, you can nearly guarantee you'll pick them up from over there. So.
Oh, that's good. Well, there's the amount of Rams and that on the road now is just out of control.
Whichever company or team member first decided that this was a good market, really fucking got it right. Yeah,
especially with Tard taking the V8s and stuff off the market and
so not a lot of understanding for our situation down here, I think is
the problem.
It's all well and good to say, Australia's a big country, but 14 hours is a normal drive. You can't be doing 14 hours towing a big van or big vehicle with a 4-cylinder. You just can't do it. So.
You just need... There's no replacement for displacement.
There is not. There is not at all.
At all.
So,
what interesting news has come up this week?
I did have a funny story that one of the employees from the new prison, down in Gatton there, caught up with one of them on the weekend, and they were in there on. It must have been last week, and they were doing the onboarding. They run them in and do the medical and feed them down the line like the like their cattle. And old mate he was just getting worse and worse as he's going down the line. One of these perps or whatever you want to fucking call them.
Yeah.
And he's just going down and down. And by the end of it, he was just fucked out of his head. And he'd wrapped acid tabs around his cock to smuggle them in, and he'd been absorbing it through his fucking skin. And he got to the end, and he was fucked straight to med bay.
Straight to the med bay.
Just tripping fucking balls.
What that would be the most exciting line to be in if you're tripping balls, wouldn't it? You would just feel like your cattle. Can you imagine what he'd be hallucinating as he's going down?
Yeah. I just thought, fucking wow! Your first day in the big house,
in the clink, you're tripping balls.
Got a couple of tabs of acid under your foreskin.
Yeah, what a weird place to store it.
I guess. What else do you do?
You could probably
build a prison wallet and stick it up your ass.
Yeah, but you could build a protective layer, I guess. Put some Glad wrap around your cock first, and then.
Or double tarp it.
Yeah, double tarp. Put it in half. Put it in between the Glad wrap sandwich.
Or a fucking latex condom that are designed to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just put that on and then put it,
Obviously, if you're in prison, you're not.
You probably haven't sat the latest IQ test.
Probably haven't been introduced to contraceptives and how to not breed.
Maybe.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
We need to. We'll have to get him on the potty. I wonder how many stories he can talk about.
Probably not many.
Probably not many.
Probably not even that one, to be honest. There's some pretty funny criminal stories out there from copper mates and that. It'd be awesome when they retire to get them.
Yeah, get them
to sit down and talk about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some cool shit.
There's some fucking funny shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it cracked me up.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Can you imagine?
Some of the stories they must just hear, let alone seeing in the clink, but just overhearing them talking. Imagine just because obviously they come from all different walks of life. It would have to be it would just be different. I think it would be it would be an introduction into a world that you were.
But it's such a silly industry like corrections. So we got another customer of mine who was working as a prison guard and got moved to the women's prison for the Christmas rush, I guess. And he says it's fucking nuts. They have just no power. They can't do anything to the female prisoners. And he got belted by one. He's a big fella and ex-truckie and used to be a musterer and he's like, I don't give a fuck. She tailed me up. Whatever. They put him on leave with pay for 3 months. And
wow.
He had to check in with psych tests and, how you doing? And he's like, I got fucking hit by a Sheila. I don't care. But
we'll move on.
But he said they were wild. They had women up on the fucking roof And like in the men's prison, they just shoot them down fucking beanbags. But they're like, oh no, we'll talk them down, and we got to calm the situation. But he was like, yeah, get me back in the men's, because if the men's prison, if they touch you up, you fucking flog them back.
Yeah, that's right. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
But like even Sheila's in pubs, like Sheila brawls in pubs are way more violent than fella brawls ever are. Like they're animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll grab each other's hair and fucking.
I had a mate got glassed at what's the one downtown? The Normanby, the really little pub near the railway there.
I've got no idea. Norville.
Sorry, Normanby's in Brizzy. He was just carrying a tray of drinks out one night and just brushed past this chick like, sorry, as he's walking through it. And she just fucking glassed him, cut his neck.
Holy.
And like
escalated rapidly.
Yeah, like got him to the front door as the ambos arrived, and he was like millimetres off his jaw, like fucking 10 minutes, you'll feel flat, buddy.
Jesus.
And he was like, didn't do
anything.
Sort of,
and he's the wait staff, like he's working.
No, he was just a patron, but it wasn't like he grabbed her or like bumped into her. He was just like brushed past.
Yeah, no, they can be fiery, some of those creatures.
He had smashed a schooner glass into his neck and nearly fucking killed him. Crazy fucking people.
That is crazy.
Crazy women.
Yeah. Crazy world. We love it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it should be. I remember we used to sit down at Charcoal Chicken there in the main street and just watch watch the fights, watch the chicks fight. Like over nothing.
Charcoal Chicken. What an institution. I forgot about Charcoal Chicken.
The death of an industry. That
was a sad day when Charcoal Chicken shut down.
Yep. No, it was good. They were the staple.
If you walked past it sober, the smell was sickening. But you walk past that when you were wasted. Well, back in the day, they were like the only place open after hours. Like that was it. If you were out on the town and wanted to feed, you'd roll in there. They'd do a box of like chicken, chips, cheese, and gravy, and just like proper hot chalk. Yeah.
Fucking perfect.
It was brilliant. Salty
and then you
chips,
just sit there and be
thick, Maggi-rich gravy.
People are fighting up and down there. It was great.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would be down there. They closed years ago.
A long time ago now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anything's open that late anymore. It was open all night.
Yeah, it was open
it didn't
till
shut
4
down.
o'clock.
Yeah. You could go there at any stage of your evening.
No, it was.
They need a kebab place in Toowoomba. That's open.
Well, there was one down a bit closer to Ruthven Street on the other side of the road, down from Tats. Sunshine Kebab.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it open late?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I never went there. I only
bastards.
I only ever went to Charcoal. That was just our place to go. It was Charcoal Chicken.
It's been probably 10 years since I've needed to look for any food outlet downtown Toowoomba.
Yeah. Normally I'm the driver now. Where like I'll finish the races on a Saturday night and go and have a drink with a mate. Or something after that, and then I'll dial them into town, and then once I got them in town, I'll go home.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I went crazy downtown. We're probably overdue for it, to be honest.
Yeah, we went out.
The problem is you need 3 fucking days to recover.
At least. And my problem is Sunday, Monday I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Tuesday to Thursday I'm fucked.
Yeah, you just run out of gas, don't you?
You just can't recover. No amount of Powerade will fucking bring you back.
No Hydrolyte brings you back.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't know how. Like we used to drink a lot, and then the next day I'd go shoeing, and you'd shoe a couple of horses. You'd be like a bit squirrely, but after you're under a couple of horses for a few hours, you were good to go. Whereas now, I think I'd die. I think my hangover would get worse the more horses I did. Like I don't think it would get better. Whereas it used to be like, I'll sweat it out, it'll be fine. And you did, like you used to just improve.
Do you reckon it's just your body doesn't have the recovery ability that it used to have?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh, and I think grog's worse now. Because even young people that I like, younger people, they don't really drink because it makes them feel shit.
Yeah.
So I think all that mass-produced stuff's probably like mass-produced now. So they're probably putting... Because in brewing, what have you got? You got you got heads, hearts, tails.
Yep.
When you're making grain alcohols or corn alcohol or whatever. And the hearts is no hangover.
Yep.
Heads is the start of 200, apparently. The first little bit is poison. The next little bit is like hand sanitizer, clean alcohol, but you can't drink it. And then you get the heads, and then that's 80%.
Yep.
And then the hearts is your really, really good stuff.
Yep.
And so if you just brew with hearts, you don't get a hangover at all. But obviously you get less yield. So companies include more of the hearts more of the heads and more of the tails.
Yep.
To the hearts to boost up the volume.
So they can.
So I reckon
have more product.
Yeah. So I reckon those like niche brands like Grey Goose and all those, when we first started drinking, like when you're 18 and they were the expensive ones, and you only got them on your 18th birthday or whatever. I don't think they were producing as much alcohol back in the day they would be now.
My problem now is I just drink whiskey neat and cask strength if I can get it, and it's like you could sit here and drink a bottle of Macallan, sweet, stand up and not get to that fucking bottle. Not be slurring, blurry, nothing, just talking normal.
Yeah.
And I've done it to the wife now a few times, and you'll get up and go, right, we're going home. Get up, and then it's like,
boof, black.
She's like carrying me through the front door, brushing my teeth for me. She's like, do you fucking remember anything? I'm like, no. She's like, there was no indication that you were pissed until you stood up and got that blood moving through your body.
You just need to remember after every couple of sips to go for a hot lap.
Yeah.
Just go for a bit of a sneaky walk.
I think when you're drinking mixers and that, you're up pissing more.
Yeah,
because like, you ain't drinking.
Yeah.
Like you drink even half a bottle of Macallan's only fucking 3 cans, 4 cans.
Yeah.
But it's 3 cans of straight whiskey.
Yeah.
But you're not getting up for a piss.
Yeah.
You can sit there for a session and not move. Whereas I think, back when you were on the premix and that,
on the black race,
pissing all the time and dancing and fucking around and
sweating and carrying on. Maybe, I don't know.
Don't know.
But this next generation, I was talking to a buyer for Dan Murphy's, BWF, sorry, and BWS, and they're changing their whole business model to lower quantity, higher quality, bigger price tag, because the average basket spend is dropping down now. So people are buying less alcohol, but they're buying higher quality alcohol. So people are looking for a solution, but the solution then leads to buying less, because obviously you need to drink less of the good stuff because you're not mixing cane rum with pre-mixed Coke.
Or you're not smuggling a drum of heads from your mate who works at the brewery and mixing it with cordial.
Yeah, that's right. So
I think that's the thing now. Like, even we've been to a few. We had this big gap of probably 5 or 6 years where none of our friends got married. Like, we got married and had a few of our friends got married, and then it was just nothing. And now we've got like younger cousins and stuff getting married, and you still get on the piss at the wedding, and I still get cut off every time.
Yeah.
But like none of them are getting back to town and going out. And keep going on. They're just like, oh well, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
Which I think you'll see there's a decline in like nightlife.
Yeah, I reckon. I don't know. And like, I guess, it's probably once again,
they're probably more health conscious now too. Like, it's like that whole information thing. Like, we didn't fucking care about gyms and diets, and fuck me, I'd never stepped foot in a gym.
Yeah, that's probably a good point too. Like, and like the amount of people you talk to now that drink those out of those Yeti bottles because they don't want to drink out of plastic bottles. They're worried about microplastics.
That's right.
Whereas like, when I was 18, we couldn't give a fuck about microplastics.
Drink fucking beer out of a shitty nappy.
Yeah, that's right. You drink out of the garden hose. Like, it didn't matter. Like,
and that's what I don't know. Like, you sort of talk to the boys even at basketball. You say, what'd you get up to on the weekend? Oh, well, went and did a big run on Saturday, and did you get on the piss? Oh no, I've got a party this weekend, so I'm saving myself for that. It's like,
saving yourself for what?
For what?
Yeah. I got sideways on Tuesday night. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm sure by the time they get to our age, they won't look like us.
Will they have as many stories?
It's easier on the eyes. They won't have the stories. No way they'll have the stories. So,
no.
Yeah, no, it's...
it's a changing world.
We'll have to ask Fitzy what he's...
we should ask Fitzy,
what the nightlife has been like.
Yeah, we should. That'd be super interesting to actually... Or even like a national... I'm sure there'd be like a national statistic.
If only there was a way we could look up statistics online or something.
Online, yeah.
And
if we had like
actual facts. That'd be fantastic.
That would be fantastic. It's been... Well, it's just a changing world. I think it's changing faster now than ever before. Like, I was driving into town this afternoon, and like, we live in a ruralish area, but like, we still live near town, obviously. But there was 2 people coming down on horse and cart down our road.
Yeah, right.
Like, they were just cruising along. They'd ride them up in the forestry pretty frequently. Like, it's not the first time I've seen them. They ride through the forestry pretty frequently, but like, just the pace of life with horse and cart life.
Yeah.
Like, was just so much so. Like, imagine how much time it takes to like be like, all right, we're going in town today, boys. and then you got to put all the tack on the horse.
Yeah.
Set it all up. Get the horses ready. Make sure everything's good, and then like poke into town at fucking 10 k's an hour.
Yeah.
Probably not even. It's like 7.5 kilometers an hour.
Stagecoach robbed by a fucking horse ranger on the way.
While he's walking beside you.
Yeah, with a shotgun.
So it's like, I just watched him walk past, and it just like the noise and the speed and sort of like the cadence of the whole thing. You just look at it and go, man, that was just a better time.
Yeah.
Like just everything was slower. Everything was just made better. There was like pride in things, like people, if your brand outlasted other brands, that was what they bragged. It wasn't about the quarterly reports saying that we've made more than the other company.
Ours lasts longer.
It was ours last longer. People buy ours because it's better. So nah.
Yeah.
Whereas it seems to be the bragging rate, like the bragging rights now for corporates is profit, not customer.
Yeah, not quality of product.
Yeah, but like customers being super stoked with their stuff. And
Yep.
like we've got farming machinery in our front paddock that's got like 1800s tags on it. Like all the drill, like really, really old drill seeds and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like old and it's been sitting in the paddock forever.
Yep.
And it's just still sitting there. And with not a great deal of work, I reckon you could probably nearly get it going back again because it's just like fully mechanical, obviously.
I've got family in extended family, I guess. Live just out of town here. They got a massive shed. It'd be probably a little bit bigger than what we're in here now.
Yeah,
and it is just full of old. He's got his great grandparents' old Chevy sedan from when they first came over, 6-volt, and we were over there. Took the young fella over for his birthday a couple of years ago because all the tractors still work. He's got an old steam, like one of the first case steam powered tractors, and like the whole process in like you prime this and then you heat this up and you get this fire going and turn the water and then this whole big process.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And it took him probably 15 minutes to get it running.
Yeah.
And then it's just chugging, just doom all day.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like, oh, you want to fire that thing up? He's like, Spencer goes, yeah. So just goes into the cupboard, finds a 6-volt battery under the seat, hooked her up, fires up, just quiet as beautiful.
That's crazy, isn't it?
And so he's just got a shed full of them, does like a lot of ag shows, and his dad was actually a well-known sort of tinkerer in town here, so he modified a lot of ag machinery and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Like my granddad had augers and slashers that Les had built, and like it was this whole thing. And the collection he's got, he's
we should do a podcast in his shed. We should talk to him about that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll hit him up.
Yeah, do it.
He's like made it a bit smaller, the collection, because he's sort of looking after it himself. He said, every day you go in there and something's got a flat tyre or a radiator's let go, or so he's got a few there. But he's got a little old dozer that was coming from England to France.
Yeah,
like 4 or 5 of them tipped off the boat.
Yeah.
And he's got one of them, just ran this little yellow dozer. Like,
that's awesome.
You just sit there for hours just going through,
That's so cool. It's amazing. Like, this stuff, like we're sitting in a workshop. You guys obviously can't see it, but we're sitting in a workshop full of like expensive trucks, like nice rigs.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, not a single one of them's going to be going in
70 years.
Yeah.
Like he's got stuff there from 1914. That steam.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's just zero chance that ram there's going to be working at that stage.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Whereas that was like, common practice.
Yep.
Like, I guess. Like,
and you still occasionally see the old Model Ts and that getting around town, and you just think, fuck, that is cool.
Yeah, there's a guy near us. I don't know what it is, but it's still got timber wheels, like timber spoked wheels, the car. Yep. It's so cool. I can't imagine it's fast or comfortable.
Yeah, but who cares?
Get you around. Yeah.
Fast. It's probably more comfortable than a horse.
I'd say it's more comfortable than a carriage.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon it'd be...
Well, that's why
I don't know.
I guess.
Those carriages, I had a client, and she bred and, imported gypsy cobs. And so the gypsy cobs were specifically bred for the gypsy wagons. So the Irish gypsies got a horse and then bred a horse specifically suited to 2 things. One, that can pull really heavy house wagons, like because the gypsies live in those funny wagons. Like everyone's seen Peaky Blinder gypsy wagons. And so they needed a horse that can pull those, But because they move around so much and because they don't have any permanent dwelling, they needed a horse that wouldn't run away without fences. So they bred these horses called gypsy cobs, and they're basically dogs.
Yep.
They'll just follow you around. They just never leave. Whereas, like, we've got thoroughbreds and quarter horses and, like, warm bloods and stuff is, like, the normal Australian stock here. And if you don't have a really good fence, your warm blood would just fucking leave.
Yeah.
They just don't. They just don't care. They would just go adventuring and they would just get lost and you'll never see them again. Whereas gypsy cobs were specifically bred to just hang around kids and just like hang about and eat the grass. Big dogs. So they'll unhook them off the wagons, take all their harness off, and they'll just let them wander around. And so, so they bred them. So so she had a wagon specifically for the gypsy cobs. And when one afternoon before we left, we were out there shoeing and she saddled it up and we went for a proper drive. She drove with the old wagon. It was an English wagon and the team of cobs, and it is I took two things away from it. They are unbelievably comfortable to sit in. The suspension is really soft. And two, incredibly hard to keep straight. The horses are really touchy, and so they'll just like drift along the road. And so like when she was driving, the wheel ruts were like little wheel tracks on the dirt road were perfectly straight. And then I drove it for a while, and it was just like one side of the road to the other side. It was really difficult to like keep them straight. It was super cool, but that's the only time I've been on like a full size
wagon. Because I've been in like sulkies and stuff.
Yeah, no, it was like a full size proper commute wagon thing, towed behind a gypsy cob that was like bred for it, and it was like very cool, and you like move along like you struggle to run beside it, and the cobs are just like tuk, 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 tuk. They'll just keep it up all day, they don't care. But it was surprisingly comfortable. Like it was really, really soft. It was pretty cool.
Well, my one and only horse fact, because horses are not my
you do with horsepower
industry or anything, was there was a I'm going to fuck the name of it up now. It was like a walking horse that they bred in the US back in the cotton days. And they bred from a foal. They fucked with their legs and splayed their legs right out to fit in between the cotton rows. And made them really. Tracy Isabel was telling me about it. And so they had this real weird gait. Really fucked up, horrible looking thing. I'll find it. A video and we'll put it on our socials. But
do it.
They and the sign of a good one. So you go to the sales, like the livestock sales. And they would have a lit cigar with an inch of ash, and they would ride this thing across the arena. And the sign of a good walking horse was that the ash wouldn't fall. From one side
you'd want to have maybe they had warfighter cigars back then. Consistency would be key with the cigars.
Would be key, but they were like how they fucked with their legs and like they'd tie them apart as they were foals, so they grew up all weird. But it was so they could go between the rows of cotton without wrecking.
So what did they use them for? Did they tow the machines for
cotton machines?
Like for putting the seeds in or something. Or cutting the cotton maybe before.
Probably loading cotton when they were pulling it. I'd assume.
Maybe.
But she was like they call them like a walking horse or something.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to look at that. That's super.
That's the only thing I know, other than I know obviously apples go in one end and shit comes out the other.
They're commonly known as hay turners. Expensive hay goes in one end and turns shit.
But that's horses. Did you see all those cars got stolen at Willowbank on the weekend?
No.
They had power crews, and it's an ongoing issue down there. I don't know. I need to pick it apart because it's happened before. So power crews is like a big weekend event. You can go down, you can take your track cars, you can go and fuck around, do skids and race.
They like have collectible cars and stuff too.
Well, people take all their hotties out. It's a full weekend, and anyway, they had 4 stolen again. Originally it was 11, but that was just internet hype, I think. So there was 4 stolen, but all they're doing is they're just backing up with a tow truck. And loading them on in the car because like every second car you see is on a fucking car trailer or a tow truck. And it happened a few years ago when I was down there. Like people coming out after the weekend or after their day, and the car's gone.
Fuck.
And so I was like, well, does that fall on? Because this is not the first time it's happened. Is this a venue issue for not having enough security?
Well, surely
you'd have to owner issue for not having. Surely,
like I've heard about this for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I haven't looked into anything more than I know that.
But surely, my solution for this would be you would get a tag with your car, and you could only come in with a truck to remove the car if you have the matching tag.
Yeah, that's right. Like
with it. So like as you're leaving or you're coming in, they go, what car do you own? Show us the tag, show us your payment, show us all that stuff. Come in with the truck. If you leave with a car on, you get pulled up as well, and they go, show us your paperwork, show us the car paperwork.
Yep.
You can fuck off now.
And that's what I don't know.
Like, how is that?
It's a venue issue in my mind.
It has to be a venue issue. That has to be a venue issue.
But then I think you'll find, like, you go to any of those events, and if you buy a ticket, you're signing a waiver that
saying that you're not going to steal anything.
It's not their problem if something happens to your car, because they weren't in the paddock; they were out in the car park. So like people are going, our mate's going, oh, we're
okay. So they're not like, well,
but you've still got to show a ticket to enter the
car park. To enter the car park.
So yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can't just drive in there.
Yeah, okay. Well, then it's, to me, that's a venue problem.
Well, that's what I think too, because
you can say, like, if someone leans on your car and scratches it, not our fucking problem, but we will stop people from towing your car away. Like, that doesn't seem like a huge issue to me. Like, surely you got to have someone standing at the gate anyway.
You would think so, and that's what I'd like to
look into it a bit.
I just was reading it today because I was like, fuck, this happened like 10 years ago when I was down there. It was like
but it happens like every year.
Happens all the time, yeah.
Yeah,
and they're targeting a lot of like Commodores and that, where you can just plug a scanner in. You can literally buy a scanner from Repco.
Yeah,
plug in. They'll reach under, pop the horn off, so it doesn't alarm. You can delete the keys and program a new key. It's just a normal locksmith function.
Yeah.
So if they're rocking up with a set of keys for a VF Commodore, they can just jump in, jimmy a door, jump in, program their own set of keys and drive out.
Yeah.
So. But like you said, if it's got a tag,
surely
show that your ticket. Yeah, if you've got a ticket stub with a number on it, put the same number. On the windscreen.
Yeah,
so that old mate can't just go, oh yeah.
Or not even just like have that ticket number associated in your little security box with the number plate.
Yeah.
And so the people, if they steal the car, they can't just write a new piece of paper down, but they have to have the matching piece of paper that they show the guard, that the guard then looks up the number plate and goes, this is a registered vehicle, this is the person who owns it. Dave towed it in. Are you Dave? No. Okay, why is Dave not towing it out?
Dave?
Oh, well, he's gone home, but I've got the fucking ticket. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll just ring Dave quickly.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, it's just a weird one.
That's just super weird.
I wonder if that's a venue insurance-y issue.
Because I can understand them not wanting to take responsibility for if someone scratches,
opens a cold backs into your car, or because that shit happens.
Fully understand them not wanting that liability, but even if they say they're not going to take responsibility for it, you'd still think you'd fucking help.
Yeah, because one of them was like a Chevy Nova.
It's like
a hot car.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing, that power cruise. Like it's been going for a long time, so you'd think they'd want to protect it. If cars keep getting stolen all the time, people are just going to eventually stop bringing cool cars to power cruise. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's more the people that don't want to enter on and go on track and drive power cruise, but still want to take their Sunday car out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cars.
Yeah, and have someone look at their car. Like, if you're a car person, there's two good things about being a car person: is you get to drive a cool car and you get to look at cool cars. Like,
that's right. So so that was a bit of a I don't know if it's just. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like that's a pretty common thing though. Like, venues not really.
Yeah, they don't really help with anything.
No, like even a lot of like the horse stuff now. Like you've got to have like all your own insurances and stuff, but then they force you to have the insurance through them as well on top, and then you've got to do all on top, and then you have to have like, it's everything's. Yeah. Sort of like they're trying to separate themselves as far as possible from...
We went out and bought Metallica tickets. They're coming in November.
Yeah.
And the only ones we could get was Adelaide.
Yeah.
And we weren't sure if we could get there. We had a bit on around the same time. We're like, let's just pay the bit extra, get the refundable tickets.
Yeah.
Worked out we couldn't get down there.
Yeah.
Or we can't get down there.
Yeah,
so got on to them, hey, can't make it. And they're like, oh yeah, just fill out this fucking 4-page questionnaire. Why can't you come?
Yeah.
And it's like drop-down menu.
Yeah.
This. And it's like medical reason.
Yeah.
And I said, Daniel, just tick medical reason.
That's right.
What's the medical reason?
Oh.
It's like, it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah, that's right. We paid for the refundable tickets.
I've got cancer.
Yeah.
Like, is it any of your business? So we paid all... And so we got on...
He doesn't have cancer, by the way.
I don't.
We didn't just like breaking news.
No, not breaking news. But like, I was like, fuck you. Like, you pay the extra money for a refundable ticket.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to, within reason, you can't say, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
And
well,
like,
I still think if you pay for the if you pay for the refundable ticket, you go, me and the fucking misso broke up. I don't want to go anymore. Fucking take the ticket back. I paid extra.
And so what they've given us is, here's the link to Ticketek Marketplace. You can sell them on there. It's like, no, they're refundable tickets. So,
yeah, that's crazy.
I just need to be in the right state of mind where I want to have an argument with someone, and I'm going to have to ring him again.
Yeah, I bet you it's in the fine print.
There would be. There'd be fine printed up the fucking razor.
Yeah, it'd be crazy, yeah. Once again, profits over customer service. Yeah. Seems to be just... Yeah.
So if you're listening and you want tickets to Metallica in Adelaide, reach out.
Yeah.
2 tickets, GA. Be a good show.
It'll be a good show. That's a bit of a shame you can't get down there. Yeah. You're looking forward to that.
It's all right for me. I've seen him a couple of times before, but Danielle's never seen him, and she's a big fan as well. So she was like...
Yeah, because she's walked down the aisle to Enter the Sandman home.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
But it was like... and Danielle was just like, saw they were coming and just jumped straight in, was just like... One iPad on Brisbane, laptop on Sydney, another one on Adelaide, and just refresh till you get in.
Yeah.
And Brisbane, Sydney sold out like instantly.
Yeah.
And we got in Adelaide, but then we were like, oh, fucking can't go anyway. Yeah.
So that's a big job going to Adelaide for a concert.
That was the other thing we looked in here. Like, you got to fly around there, fly or drive and get accommodation, and
driving to Adelaide would be a fucking job.
It's a big enough fucking pain in the ass. Like, we went and saw Dave Chappelle. When was he in Brisbane 2 years ago?
That's a big job going to Brisbane.
And even it was random because I was like, it'll be sold out because I saw it. Like, tickets had already been up for 4 days.
Yeah.
And we got tickets and went down. But even that, you got to book a hotel and get fucking public transport to. I think we drove, maybe. Fuck, I can't remember. But
it's a big job. Like, going to concerts is a big job, and there's too many people. Like, like Jason Aldean and them are coming to Toowoomba February.
Parkway Drive are coming too.
Yeah, well, Parkway Drive used to be a Toowoomba band.
Brisbane
band. Yeah. Well, a local band anyway. Before they got huge. I don't know, I'm not a huge Parkway Drive follower, but I don't think many of the original members are still part of it.
Not too sure. I know they had to paint Parkway Drive on the street in Brisbane because everyone kept stealing the fucking sign.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. But, like, even like, hey, Jason Aldean's coming to Toowoomba Queen's Park February, I think.
Yeah.
And Emma was like, oh, Ben, like, I'm a big Jason Aldean fan. Like, I got a quote on my chest, like, tattooed on my chest from one of his songs. And I'm just like, no, I'm good, thanks. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, and I was like, oh, it's just such a big job.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, we live near Toowoomba, and we have mates, like, that live near Queen's Park.
Wouldn't be hard to find.
It would not be hard to get, like, but you're still, like, there's going to be a shitload of people there. It's just going to be a mess around. He's going to sing 10 songs and then just leave. Like, it's not like you get to hang out with Jason Aldean. It's like, I'll stand in my shed and listen
to 20 songs.
20 songs at the pace, at the cadence I want to listen to them, in the order I want to listen to them. Like,
if you really like one song, you can repeat it.
Yeah. And, like, it's not like he's going to be sitting at Fitzy's afterwards where you can go and sit down with him. And, like, he's going to be... And that's the only reason people go is because they want to, like, see the people.
Yeah.
It's like, you can just sort of, like... I don't know. I'm probably a little bit of a humbug like that, but I can't. The amount of energy and resources that I have to give up to go to do something like that is just like so far. Yeah, I used to love concerts.
Yeah,
and now it's just like it's just too hard. Yeah. Like it's just such
one
a
of
big
the coolest
job.
things that we went and saw Powderfinger. They had like a farewell tour, and one of the tours was at the uni.
Okay.
And Jet opened for them. But they recorded the set live and had it burnt on CDs ready as you were leaving. So if you wanted to buy
that's pretty cool.
The live set that you actually went, and so you could hear all the banter with the crowd. It wasn't like live in Sydney. It was
live right there.
Went to,
they should probably do more of that. That's a pretty cool
really
idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I kept that. I think it's the only CD I kept because who the fuck has CDs anymore?
Yeah.
But it was like you could actually hear. You're like, I remember when they said that. I remember.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, but that was a year. We had a year of like AC/DC, Metallica. Yeah, we just did. Every month was like a festival or a concert.
That's a big job.
That was 19.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like that many people anymore. It's just too hard. takes it out of you.
Yeah, it's not my thing anymore.
Yeah, but going down to South Australia, like that's
yeah.
How would you
would've done
have
it
to
too,
drive if you were to drive? Would you drive down to Melbourne and then across, or would you go
you cut through
centre?
Burke, cut through the bottom corner of New South and get down there. Like, you'd make it like you'd make a holiday out of it.
Yeah,
like,
it'd be a couple of days.
Put the camper on and make
That'd
a trip
be
of it.
3 days if you went hard.
Fucking hard go. Yeah,
because we do Melbourne in one sit from here.
Yeah, which is a big. That's a big sit.
That's a mission, but it's good. You can do it. You can do it in one go. You can do it in like 26 hours, I think. Mm-hmm. Just flat, like you don't stop. You just fucking go, and that's like
it's a big commitment.
It's not bad. Yeah. Oh, was it 26 or 18?
Because we do
a
Townsville in one, which is 14 all the time. Or probably not as much now, but like
super weird fact. Without cutting you off, Brisbane is closer to Melbourne than Brisbane is closer to Cairns.
Yeah,
how weird's that?
Yeah, I think it's closer to New Zealand.
Yeah,
I think it actually is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Than Cairns? Wow,
I'm pretty sure.
You need to look that up.
Yeah.
That would be impressive. If Brisbane is closer to New Zealand than Cairns, that would be mind-boggling.
Because we had a couple of Kiwis working for us who were they just knew their roster and pre-booked and they just fly home to NZ
from Brisbane.
Yep,
every time.
Yep,
really.
Yep.
Wow, that can't have been cheap. Like flights to New Zealand aren't cheap, are they?
Well, it's only
flights to fucking Cairns aren't cheap.
You're only in the sky for fucking 2.5 hours or something.
Really?
Yeah.
To New Zealand?
I'm sure you are.
I've never flown to New Zealand. I've never been to. I want to go to New Zealand.
Yeah, I've never been.
Looks like an absolutely spectacular place. One of my mates that I was really close with during school and after school, he lives over there as an engineer now, and like every weekend he's like ice climbing, hiking. Like they just.
Yeah, that's total bullshit.
I didn't think so.
It's about 1,000 kilometres more.
Yeah. Oh, so it's not like
it's not a lot
out of control.
Yep. But anyway, confirmed.
Look at that.
This is why we don't fact check.
This is fact checking on the potty on
that
the
just
fly.
Fucked the whole story.
It did, yeah. It's it's no longer.
No more fact checking.
No more fact checking. We can't let the facts get in the way of a good story on this podcast.
No.
Although people will start, if we start fact checking, people will start relying on this podcast for solid information, and that's bad.
We don't need that.
Because there is no solid information on this podcast whatsoever. Whatever you do not fucking go to your... I was listening to... I was talking to our neighbours last night, and when his old man was, like, getting old... Like, so they're pretty old, but when his old man was getting old, this was, like, in early 2000s. So our granny flat, that's attached to our house. So these people owned our place.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And there's a granny flat that's attached to our place, and his dad lived in it, and it didn't have anyone living in it for 20 years.
Before, after?
No, like before, after now. So after he died, no one lived in it for 20 years, and then like we're moving into it now, like as part of our house. But when he was getting old, so this is like early 2003, he stopped living in that house. He had a saying, "That's not what I heard on my wireless." So, like, whenever he'd get into an argument with somebody, he's like, well, that's not what my wireless said. I was like, that's fucking brilliant. We just need to bring that in all the time. We'd just be like, well, that's just not what my wireless said. That's not what I heard on the wireless. It's like, that's so brilliant. Yeah. I was like, we need to do that. So, whatever you do, when people question you about facts yarns you hear on this podcast, just tell them it's not what you heard on your wireless, because we are speaking God's truth here. Nothing but facts.
What I did hear on my wireless is from our fucking...
Wireless is the radio, by the way.
Crazy comments that we seem to be attracting.
Yeah, there's some bangers coming through, by the way. You guys need to continue.
We discussed a while... What was that? 4 episodes ago? 5 episodes about shit tons and fuck tons and...
Yep. So...
400 and something comments, and every second comment was, what about a buttload?
Yeah.
I googled buttload.
Yeah. Don't Google buttload.
Don't Google buttload, whatever you do.
Hot take for the podcast.
Do not. But I did look it up, and buttload is actually a unit of measurement. It's a liquid from back in the old wine days.
Yep. So it's a liquid.
Yeah, it's a
so
liquid.
we're
liquid
moving
measurement.
from solids to liquids.
So this will be going on the conversion chart that we're working on as well.
Yeah.
So we started down the bottom at a pin, which was a 15-litre little wooden barrel. This is back in England in the barrel times.
Yep.
Then went to a firkin, which was 30 litres. Then a kilderkin, which is 59 litres. Up to a rundlet, 68 litres. They're not even like, what fucked me up was they're not even going up in like any...
It's not linear at all.
So you got 15, 30. I was like, oh yeah, you'll just double it and double it. No, it goes to 59, then 68. That's a rundlet. Then you got your standard barrel, which we all know, which is 118 litres. Goes up to a tierce, so like fierce but with a T. That's 159 litres. Then a hogshead, 238 litres. A puncheon, 318 litres. Then we get to a butt, which is 477 litres. So a butt load would have been 6 of those 477 litre barrels.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Butt load. And then we finish with a ton, which is 954 litres, which is like an IBC.
Wow.
It's a fucking big barrel.
That's a big barrel.
So yeah, after like 400 requests, I actually... I worded the question correctly because the first butt load that I googled was not a measurement. Well, it was probably a measurement of liquid, but it wasn't.
Yeah, the wrong kind of liquid.
The wrong kind of liquid
in the wrong kind of container.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So there you go, listeners. That's the most requested conversion we've had was butt load.
Butt load. I can't believe that's an actual thing. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are going to be very disappointed that it's a real thing because we've had many things. Saying that potential your mum jokes could fit into...
Yeah, we probably... I don't know. We're probably a bit too upper class for your mum jokes. We're very,
much too fancy for your mum jokes.
Very fancy and well-learned.
Well-learned.
So, but yeah, there you go. That's what a butt load is. A butt was a barrel.
Look, you hear it here first. The hot takes on unit measurements.
It's been playing on my head for 2 weeks because every time I check the comments, it's just... one after the other.
What's a butt load?
You need to talk about a butt load.
Yeah, so I can't believe a butt load's liquid. So we've switched from
mass to
volume.
And then we'll have to go to distance, I reckon, because there's some fucking wild ones back in the old boating days.
Yeah, there's some weird ones back in the boating days.
So
is a poppy seed distance? We'll have to look it up because there's some bangers in distance. There's some really good ones. Because racing still uses furlongs. So still to this day, every racetrack globally is, measured in furlongs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
how far's a furlong?
I knew you were going to ask me that as soon as I said that fucking question.
Because I knew furlong was a unit of measurement, but I just didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's distance. Yeah. So every racetrack, the distance between each post is a standard furlong.
So a furlong's 201.16 metres.
Yeah. There you go.
So, fifth of a kilometre.
A fifth. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to get fucked if we're going to start trying to bring furlongs and knots.
Our conversion chart's going to be fucking...
It's going to be bigger than this flag. Yeah. No, I'm deeply impressed. Mm. I would have thought buttload was mass. I would have bet money on buttload was a mass of thing, not a volume.
Sounded to me like a very American term. You know what I mean?
So where does it originate from? England?
Yeah, like barrels, like when they were barrelling in the East India Company or whatever, I'd guess.
Yeah. Did barrels just hold fluids? Or did barrels hold... Did they put everything in barrels?
Put salt and stuff in
Surely
barrels.
They put them in... Because that's what I was thinking. You'd put seed and stuff in barrels. Because they didn't have... Did they have bags back then? Did they have bundles? That's probably another good measurement to look into.
Surely, surely if you're building fucking sails out of canvas,
you could build bags. Because people still use hay, wool bags, bales, but they're not hay bales. They're wool. A wool
bale's much bigger,
and it's in a canvas bag. It's not like a hay bale is just
it's just open,
with wool's baling twine wrapped around the outside of it, whereas a wool bale is stuffed inside of a canvas bag and then stapled shut.
Yep. I think you fit a lot of fucking wool in them too.
You fit a lot. Those wool presses are one of our friends owns a big station that's still got a active wool shed. They actively shear their sheep.
I took the kids down to one of my aunt and uncle's place last shearing season, and we spent. They come into the wool shed for a couple of days, and
we'll have to put a photo of the one at Glenelg, but it's fucking old.
Old, yeah.
It's really old.
Yep.
But it's impossible to move. It's part part of the shed. They built it into the wool shed.
Yep.
And the pressure that those things put on.
Oh, I knew they held a lot, and they press it down a lot. But once I was in there for probably 6 hours working with them, and moving the wool from the sorting table into the bales, I was like, far out.
It just keeps going. Like they just keep putting it in, putting in. Yeah, it's crazy. But like that's another like a weird industry that hasn't really moved on. All the technology that they use, the only thing that's different is they use electric motors to move the belt that's along the shearing line. So for people that aren't like have never been into a shearing shed before, there's like all the yards are behind, but there's a line of shearers and there's a door in front of each shearer that they shoot the sheep down after they've sheared them, and they go into a yard, like just a grass yard. But above that door where all the shearers live is just one big continuous like rod, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a drive.
That's just a drive. That's powered off one engine right at the back of the shearing shed, and they all plug their shears into that, and they all shear on that one drive. And it's belt powered, and it used to be steam driven, and now they're electric driven or petrol driven or whatever. But other than that, like they literally, the only thing that's changed in that wool shed of our friend's block is the engine that drives the drive to the shearers. That's it. Like,
there's no other.
There's nothing.
Well,
there's no other.
The
advancements.
last time that they brought technology into the shearing industry was when the Kiwis came over and had the wide combs.
Yeah.
People were getting fucking shot, so they probably were like, "Oh, all right, we'll just." There was a big. It's a big thing in the Australian wool history of.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll fuck up the comb widths, but all the Aussie shearers were using like a narrow comb because it was supposed to be nicer to the animal, less chance of nicks and hurting and cutting.
Yeah.
And they might do whatever number of sheep a day was their.
Yeah,
that was their go.
Yeah,
and then
it's a lot, by the way. I don't know how many they do, but it's a staggering amount of sheep. Like a good shearer will shear a staggering amount of sheep, like in the hundreds a day. Like it's crazy.
And then they came across with these. They were like 2.5 times the width.
Wow. Okay, like a big increase.
Yeah, and so they were like blitz and so it's a very.
But were they fucking the sheep up?
Well, that was the argument. I don't know what proof there was that they were causing any more damage.
Yeah, okay.
But the guys that didn't want to adopt the wider combs were like, "Oh, it's fucking hurting the animals."
Yeah.
But what it is you go into you're paid per sheep.
Yeah.
So if you're blowing through an extra 50 sheep a day, and it was bad. There was people killed and unions, and it got fucking hectic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a really cool weird. Bit of history.
Yeah, weird.
So maybe since then they were just like, it's not worth. Not worth fucking around with. We'll just leave it as.
We'll just leave the shearers exactly as they are.
Yeah.
There's in one of not in the shearing station near us, but one of the ones I worked on out west, like pretty far out west, the shearing shed and the like mess hall where they had dinners, the doors were still tiny. Like you couldn't actually, you had to duck to walk through the door between the mess hall and the kitchen.
Yeah, right.
Because they only ever had little Chinese cooking, so they only made the doors like 4 foot high.
Yeah.
So like a normal person can't walk through the door properly, but the little Chinese that were in the kitchen just like bang back and forth. But the shearing quarters still have little doors from when they had like the Chinese immigrants making the food out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah,
there's a heap of like pretty cool history from out west. Like
Cordello Downs has got a big old stone. I think it's a stone or like stone brickwork wool shed out. It's like one of the oldest in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's it?
Cordello Downs is South Australia, like Cameron's Corner.
Yeah, okay.
It's massive. It's one of the biggest in the country.
Yeah.
And it's run by one family.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. One of Danielle's cousins was a Jillaroo, I suppose.
Yeah.
She was running out there for a while.
That's pretty cool.
A couple of million acres to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. There's some fucking big stations in Australia.
Yep. I saw an article, or saw a headline the other day that one of the big Aussie property station tycoons just bought another 450,000 hectares.
Yeah.
So, which is good. Like, keeps it in.
Yeah.
Keeps it in.
I think
country.
Gina Reinhardt just bought one of the big international conglomerates just sold up a heap of their land.
Yeah, okay.
And she just bought, I can't remember. I only scrolled past. I should have looked a bit more into it. I didn't know we'd get into property in
No,
this
this was
episode,
not on my radar for the night, but it just...
But yeah, an international conglomerate's just sold a wing of stations through Australia, and Gina Reinhardt just bought like 3 or 4 of, I think it was like 12 or something up for grabs.
Yep.
And she just bought a heap of them, so that's good. Like,
Yeah, that's great.
Think what you think about Gina Reinhardt, but at least she's
keeps it in
Australian
the country,
and keeps it here. So
Yeah, I think our mate was like over 9 million hectares before he bought that 450.
fuck, that's a lot.
I don't know.
9 million hectares.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's more than double. Just. It's not quite. Because 4 hectares, I think, is 6 acres. It's close anyway. So 9 for... Well, I'm gonna do fucking slow math here because you're the math whiz. But
I was just going to get my calculator out of my phone. I'm like trying to get my cigar lit while you're bumbling through maths. for our acre listeners.
for our acre listeners, I still don't know why anybody measures land in hectares in Australia. We don't use that measurement for anything else other than if you're listing your house or your block of land for sale in Australia.
So if we went 9.5 million hectares, which is about what this guy owns, that's 23.475 million acres.
That's massive.
Big chunk of land.
That's a big chunk of land for
23.5 million acres.
Yeah.
Bit of change.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's a lot of country.
It's a lot of country. Well,
It's I think they said it was 2/3 Victoria.
Yeah, wow.
Something like that. Like
that's a
it's
lot.
A fucking fair swag of land.
When I was younger, not that I'm old now, but when I first was figuring out what I was doing, I worked on a station that was 4.5 million acres.
Which is, we get lost on 9,000 when we go shooting.
4.5 million acres is it's a plane trip, like a decent plane trip from one side to the other. Like it's
Well, I know people that
it's hard to wrap your head around.
Like at Cordella Downs, like it's like 4-hour drive into Birdsville for your R&R.
Yeah,
4 hours after work to get to the pub.
yeah. Well, the station that I worked on had its own pub.
Yeah.
And it had its own, like, fucking basically everything. They're basically little towns, right? Like
they got to be,
Yeah. They're so big. Well, like, it's the size of a small country. 23 million acres would be the size of some countries.
Well, what did John tell us the King Ranch is in Texas? Like we were talking about, like, they were like, a decent ranch is like 200 acres.
Yeah, like a good sized
like
ranch.
What most people aim for is like 200 or 300 acres. I know up north America, Nebraska, is it?
I don't know.
Anyway, up towards and into Canada,
you're
talking fucking millions. Like they get real big again.
Yeah. Well, there's in is it Oklahoma? One just came up, and it was 9,000 acres, 79 million.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's like...
I should see how much changes in the...
Changes
in the glove box.
Rob some glove boxes, it'll be right.
Because that's about, what is it, Carrara, isn't it? About 9,000?
About 9,000, about a bit over 9,000.
Wasn't 79 million, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's a lot of money for... Like, I wonder... Like, it'd be interesting to talk to, like, an agronomist from America that knows America and, like, Australia to find out what the stocking rates are. Like, I wonder if the stocking rates over there are just way higher. Like, I wonder if it's much more productive land or whether there's more people fighting over less land.
Well, they're not making any more of it. So,
no.
I don't know. I think you'll find, like obviously our beef export is such a big industry that I think 90% of that cropping land is probably for cropping, corn and beans and stuff like that.
Well, I think they're still the American government's still subsidising corn like super heavily because they put corn in like everything, like whether it's high fructose corn syrup or whatever. It's in their bread, it's in their milk, it's in
everything,
like everything, because it's like a super cheap, high density, like calorific. High density is it calorific?
Oh, that's a fucking new word for me.
What would be like
high
in calories, dense in calories, like it's high in calories. Which is why, also, super fucking interesting fact about beer, it's the reason why the beer guilds exist in like Europe to keep the purity of beer super high is it was a main staple of calories in like peasants' diet.
Yeah.
So like people were making cheap shit beer, making people sick. because they didn't have enough food, so they'd drink beer because it's high in calories.
There you go. You heard it.
Yeah.
You don't need to diet, just drink beer.
Yeah. So too many people getting sick from shit beer, so they brought in the gilding system for beer. Mm-hmm. And they had beer inspectors, like in medieval times, going around testing people's beers.
What a job.
Yeah. Well, it was because they were putting piss, like literal people piss in beer to water it down.
A good job.
Yeah. There was a heap of like really dodgy like taverns, I guess, whatever they were called, back inns or whatever.
Yeah.
Trying to make the most amount of money by giving bad beer to people, but they were making people sick. So the government was like, nah, done. We're bringing in regulations because it's such an important part of people's diets that we can't afford them to not have good beer. So now, to this day, those rules still exist, and I'm pretty sure it's in the Netherlands, it's in the legislation that beer has to be cheaper than water. So bottled water is still more expensive in the Netherlands than bottled beer.
What an economy.
Yeah. Yeah, so like you can go and buy...
Peasants also only worked about 220 days a year, so we fucked that up.
Yeah, we fucked that up. I don't know what we did. I don't know where we went wrong, but they seem to have a fucking pretty good life.
Well,
good beer,
good
maids. Like fucking send it.
Yeah,
heaps better. I often
100
think
days a year.
If you could pick any timeline to like, so if you had to pack up, you weren't allowed to live in the 21st century anymore. You had to time travel to escape something.
Yeah,
fucking whatever. Where would you move? Like, what time? You can meet a future, probably not the future because we don't know what that looks like, but you could go anywhere in the past. Where would you go? I'd go to the Wild West. You'd have to. It'd be so much
you
fucking
could sort some problems out.
Oh, it's so cool. Such a good time.
Yeah, no, you're right. Although, like, diarrhea would kill you.
Yeah.
There was a lot of medicines.
Yeah. And the prostitutes were cheap but deadly.
Real bad. Yeah, it was a real dice roll.
It was a real dice roll for the afternoon. Cleanliness was subpar.
Yeah.
But, like, I toss up between
then
the
I don't
Wild
know,
West.
but, like, fucking, like, a month in chaps with no fucking hot water, she'd be rugged.
Yeah, well, you can boil your own water. They have pots and shit.
I suppose if we know what we know now, you could make
it's you moving back.
Yeah, so you'd know, you'd have a bit more of an idea on cleanliness and shit, I suppose.
You'd probably make a fortune.
Yeah, I'd go back and just fucking buy shares in Apple.
Like
as soon as there was a share market.
Start buying.
Like day one. Why are you buying fucking $2,000 worth of fucking Apple shares?
Yeah,
give it time.
Give it time. My great-great-grandkids will profit from this greatly.
Yeah.
Because, like, I often think, like, Library of Alexandria, before it burnt down, super interesting, but I don't know if you'd be able to understand
the language. Yeah, but you'd be fucking disappointed
things.
if there was nothing in there.
Yeah, if it's just all propaganda.
Just dog shit,
it's just crayon scratchings of shit. Or, like, I don't know, if you'd have to pick a year, you'd be fucked, but, like, if you could pick a period in time, like when they were building the pyramids. Like wouldn't have to if you didn't have to specify the year, and you could just say
to when they were built,
building them. That would be fucking interesting. But once again, scary as shit because that could be like 300 million years ago or 5,000 years ago. Like that's a real roll of the dice.
You fucking miss the mark there.
That's a fucking roll of the dice.
I don't know. There's a fair bit of. She's a pretty violent old place for the last couple of thousand years, I suppose.
Yeah, it's pretty casual now.
Yeah.
But fucking super, like Wild West, still.
Well, can you imagine just going out on the Crusades with the boys?
Just going hard.
See in a few years, we're just going to go chop the heads off fucking 4 million people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I think Wild West.
I reckon Wild West. It just seems, from all the, like, I guess it probably was nothing like the movies, because, like, you watch some documentaries about the actual Wild West and people just, like, randomly died from arrows. Like, they were just having a bath in the river and then arrow from Indian
I wouldn't want to be like, I'd be Wild West, but not where the Comanches were.
Anyway.
They were fucking brutal. Holy dooly.
They went hard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read a book on them and they were fucked. They'd catch people and cut the soles of their feet off and make them walk behind the horse back to camp. Like, just cut the skin off their feet.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It was a wild time.
Literally.
But, literally.
But I don't know. That's it. Yeah. Because then you wouldn't go, like, too far. Like, you wouldn't go back to, like, 1920s or 30s because you know that, World War II's coming.
Yeah. And you wouldn't, like, unless you were super, super rich, you wouldn't go Victorian because it was only good for the rich Victorians.
Yeah.
Like, if you were super wealthy back then, the best life.
Yeah.
If you were poor, absolute dog shit.
Yeah, no good.
Like everyone was just basically starving because the king owned all the land and they weren't allowed to hunt or fish because the rivers were his and the farmland was his.
Yeah, it's all mine.
So that was dog shit. And then like maybe like Göbekli Tepe, like that seemed like a pretty chill time. I don't know. Nobody really knows, but
yeah, I don't know.
That was like right at the beginning of like
seems like they were working pretty hard.
Yeah, lifting some pretty heavy fucking shit. I don't know. I think about it way too often. I think about it a bit. And then like you think, would you go into the future? Because that's a big gamble because there might just be nothing.
Yeah,
it might just
could be
all
pretty
fucking
bad.
Gone.
Yeah.
Poof. Yeah. I don't know.
He is pretty good. Now it's not bad. We whinge about it a lot.
We whinge about it a lot.
She's getting a bit wild at the minute, but I'm sure it'll come down again.
Once again, pendulum swings back and forth, but like for comforts and stuff, like we're pretty comfortable. We're sitting here drinking very good beer.
Cold beer.
Hand-rolled
cigars. We're going to get in a car and go
yeah, I don't need to saddle my horse up and fucking trot home.
Yeah, and dodge fucking bandits.
Yeah. No.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
What time frame? Like, where do you want to go back to?
Where would you go back to?
Would you go back?
Or would you just try and suck it up? Well, it's not an option. You're not allowed to stay here. That's the rule. You have to go somewhere else. Where would you go?
Maybe the Amazon. Ooh. Until the fucking Spanish showed up.
Yeah, and everyone got smallpox.
Yeah, the
fuckers. That was a fucking shit way to die. Smallpox is a rubbish way to die.
Yeah. Don't know. It seems like a lot of people back then died of like explosive diarrhea. Like for centuries.
Yeah.
Seems
weepy wounds and explosive diarrhea was the only way to go.
Amputated limbs and weepy green wounds and I don't know.
We've been watching a TV show called A Thousand Blows, and it's based in like industrial England when they're
I mean to watch that.
It's fucking brilliant. Yep. Watch it. It's really, really good. And it was just a hard time to live. Like it was, I don't know. We looked it up just to figure out whether England was like that part of England was still rough, and apparently it's still like reasonably rough. But like I can't imagine it's anything like that. Like old mate gets into a bar brawl. So old mate's like I won't give too much of it away, but old mate gets burnt, and they just chop his arm off and just burn the end of his stump. And send him away. And you're like, holy.
That movie, Master and Commander with Russell Crowe. Yeah. That fucking one scene in that where they cut that kid's arm off. Yeah. They just put a fucking stick in his mouth. Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in 15 years.
Yeah, it still sticks with you, yeah. But that was just common practice back then, right? Like,
mop it off, she'll be right.
That's another super interesting, weird history fact is the executioners. Like in England and that, the executioner was a role in your town. Like you were the executioner.
Clock in.
Clock in, clock out, lop some heads off, do whatever. They became the first doctors because people thought that, they were the only ones that had a really good concept of anatomy. Yeah. Because they would chopping off arms and legs and torturing people and killing people every day. Like that's what they were doing. And so they became the first doctors of the towns, was the executioners. So it went from like a really like foobar job. Like
imagine being a bad executioner.
Well, they got ran out of town. Like so it was like it became an honorary, like if you were known as a good executioner, a swift killer.
You imagine missing,
it was like
your first day on the job and just hack your
just a couple of swings back. Just go, sit fucking still, I am. Just arguing with them.
That'd be no good.
Yeah, because there was another job back called the Sin Eater.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that? So there's...
I'm just thinking of the first day on the job as an executioner.
Tough. Imagine being the apprentice executioner and them playing a trick on you and like giving you the blunt axe. Just bouncing off
yourself,
mate.
like when you start learning how to cut firewood, how hard it is to hit that dead centre of the... You imagine you hit a bit high and chop the fucking jaw or...
skim off the top of his head.
Just knock the topple through the chest. Just put a big fucking hole in it.
Just pin him down, trying to get your axe back out again, like standing on him, like just chest. Trying to peel it out.
You'd be better off with a guillotine. The French had it right. Just French had string.
They had that, but that was a pretty late
Yeah, it was,
invention.
yeah.
Like they'd been executing cunts for a
Oh,
long time
yeah.
before the guillotine came around.
Yeah, imagine that. You get the rubber axe.
Well, can you imagine? Well, this is can you imagine? So people are whinging about automation now, right? Automation's going to fucking cut jobs. Like there's the fucking everyone's whinging that machines are going to steal everything.
Yeah.
No one's going to have it. Imagine. And then the Australian sheep shearers bitching about an inch longer comb.
Yeah.
Imagine the fucking executioners.
Yeah,
Their
true.
fourth generation family.
And they've automated chopping heads
And
off.
they've automated chopping heads off. The union would be up in arms. They'd be they'd be spewing.
Oh, you'd be fucking rowdy, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you? It's like my great great granddaddy was the best executioner
Yeah.
here, and I've taught him, and this is his axe, and this is the way we do it. Nah, son, no
pull a
more.
string.
Pull a string now. All you do is stand on the stage and pull the string. Imagine that. Imagine the change in like cultural dynamics. Like
Yeah,
you'd have to go and find another job. You'd be worried. You'd be like, oh,
And what other job do you... butcher, I suppose.
doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
You can't go into office work. Like, what fucking skills have you got?
Go back into sewing, go back and working on a loom or something. Still wear
Making blankets.
your leather face mask into the loom, just fucking
Yeah.
sadly stitching quilts for people. Fourth generation executioner turned quilt sewer.
Yeah,
So
wouldn't that be shit?
yeah, so like automation's been stealing jobs for
Yeah.
a long
Yeah,
time.
fuck
The
yeah.
French started.
Progress.
We'll blame the French.
Fucking French.
Fucking French every time.
Anyway. Well, have we got time to talk sin eaters, or are we going to say
Oh,
that?
sin eaters. Yeah, so I got distracted. So, distracted. What? So when the Catholic Church started in England, there was, if you had done bad things in your life, you used to be able to get a person on your deathbed, and you would confess all of your sins to a cake or a loaf of bread. They often said cake, but the reality of it is probably wasn't really a cake. It was probably a loaf of bread. And the dying person would confess all of their sins to this loaf of bread. And a person in their village would come, the sin eater of the village would come and eat the bread, and they would absorb your sins so you could go to heaven.
Wow.
And so it was like, it was thrust upon families. They didn't want to be the sin eaters, but people would become the sin eaters, and they were like shunned out of the village, but people would secretly like get them back in to eat their bread.
What
like,
surname would they have? Because, it was like the bakers. That,
yeah.
You
Well, I don't know. You have like sin eater, I guess, or like cake eater. I don't know. Like we'd have to look that up, but it was a legitimate job for
we're
a
just
really
fucking monkeys that can walk better. Eh?
Yeah, we are. It was a legitimate job for a really long time. They were called sin eaters of villages. It was super, like that's as far as left field jobs go. Like if you're a contractor sin eater, like you're fucking falling down some rungs and you're
$45 for a loaf of bread.
yeah,
55 for a cake.
yeah. Like I wonder if they supplied their own bread. Like I wonder if each sin eater had their own flavour of
The
bread.
fucking Catholic Church would have
Catholic
had
Church.
set recipe,
The shittest, like
but it had to be like grain from this fella because they fucking knew him.
Yeah.
They would have been in on it for sure.
They would have been in on it for sure, and it would have been the most like rubbish, stale, old bread that old mate's just choking down with no milk or
no
nothing.
milk. Be like dry wheat bix.
Dry wheat bix.
Fuck.
Just all the sins of this old
Full of
fella,
sins.
just full of sins.
And you don't know what sins you're going to be eating.
No.
Was he bestiality? Was he fucking the neighbour's
Yeah,
cat? Or was
that's
he
right.
fucking...
There would have been some wild things to be eaten, but they got paid good money. Like
Well, you don't
they
have to
got
pay me good money to eat someone's sins,
Yeah.
especially nowadays.
yeah.
Girls get paid a lot of money to eat Johnny's sins, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it came from.
More power to them.
Oh, anyway. We'll probably get off the rails a bit this week.
Yeah. Well, I think on that note,
I think we'll close on sin eaters and
I think we'll close on
shit,
sin eaters.
shit execution.
Shit executioners. Well, as always, we appreciate the time. We appreciate you coming along for our little podcast journey, and hopefully you guys write some comments. What period of time? What weird jobs did we not fucking bring up?
What's the shittest job?
What is the shittest job that you guys know of? Because it'd take a fair bit, I think, to beat Sin Eater. I reckon that would be pretty trash.
Yeah.
You know where to find us. Email us at admin@the Garrison Supply Co. Check out our website, thegarrisonsupplyco.com.au. If you want to join a chat that we curate and like Michael puts up interesting things from that he actually fact checks sometimes during the week, and there's a bit of a conversation going on the Facebook. It's the Garrison Supply Co. Cigar Club. Just join and we'll accept you, and you can become part of the weekly convo. But outside of that, everybody, Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks
joining
again.
us.
We'll see you next week.
Talk to you soon.